Warren Buffett said the stock market is designed to transfer money from one type of person to another, and which side you're on has nothing to do with how smart you are. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why intelligent people keep losing money in markets and the single psychological shift that separates Buffett from everyone else. Most people will hear this and still fail to apply it. That's the uncomfortable part. After 70 years in the market, Buffett reached a conclusion that makes people uncomfortable. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Here's what Buffett actually said, and why it sounds wrong at first. Warren Buffett once told investors that this game isn't won by the person with the highest IQ. He said once you have ordinary intelligence, additional brainpower doesn't help. What you need instead is temperament. Not strategy, not analysis, not faster algorithms. Temperament. The ability to remain calm when others panic. The discipline to wait when others chase. The humility to do nothing when doing nothing feels unbearable. This is deeply counterintuitive. Modern society rewards speed, reaction, constant action. Social media rewards hot takes. Finance media rewards predictions. Markets reward the opposite. And most people, even brilliant people, never figure this out. But here's where it gets interesting. Buffett didn't just observe this. He identified the 3 specific behaviors that destroy investors over and over again. And the third one, that's the one almost everyone is guilty of. Let's break these down, because once you recognize them, you'll start seeing them everywhere. Trap 1. Fear in downturns. When markets fall, logic disappears. Prices drop. Headlines scream. And people stop asking, what is this worth? They start asking, what if it goes to 0? Buffett does the opposite. He waits for fear to peak, not because he's brave, but because he understands human psychology. Fear creates discounts. Panic creates opportunity. While everyone was selling in 2008, Buffett was writing checks. He invested $5 billion into Goldman Sachs when people thought the financial system was collapsing. But fear isn't the most dangerous trap. That's actually the next one. Trap 2. Greed in booms. During bull markets, everyone feels intelligent. Returns look easy. Risk feels invisible. People confuse luck with skill. Buffett calls this far more dangerous than fear, because greed is quiet. It doesn't announce itself. It slowly removes your margin of safety. And when reality returns, it does so violently. The people who lost fortunes in 2022 didn't make bad decisions in 2022. They made them in 2021, when everything felt easy. Now, here's trap 3. And this is the one I said almost everyone is guilty of. Trap 3. Herd behavior. Humans evolved to survive in groups. When the tribe ran, you ran. Hesitation meant death. In markets, this instinct becomes lethal. People buy because others are buying. They sell because others are selling. They don't ask, is this rational? They ask, what is everyone else doing? Buffett ignores the crowd, not out of arrogance, but out of necessity. Because the crowd is almost always late. By the time something is obvious, it's already priced in. So fear, greed, herd behavior. 3 traps, 1 solution. But here's what most people miss. Knowing these traps exist doesn't protect you from them. And that paradox is exactly what Buffett understood better than anyone. Quick pause. If this is already shifting how you think about investing, hit subscribe. I break down psychology and money every week. No hype, no predictions, just clarity. Here's the uncomfortable truth. And I need you to really hear this. Most people already know what Buffett teaches. They know they should buy quality. They know they should hold long term. They know they should ignore noise. Yet they don't. Because knowledge does not override emotion. The market is a psychological pressure cooker. It exposes impatience. It exposes insecurity. It exposes ego. Every day, you get new information designed to make you feel like you need to act. New headlines, new predictions, new opportunities. Buffett calls financial news particularly dangerous, not because information is useless, but because most of it is designed to provoke emotion, not understanding. He once said, "No stock ever changed its intrinsic value because of a headline. Yet headlines move prices every single day. Why? Because media doesn't sell wisdom, it sells urgency. And urgency is the enemy of good decisions. So if knowledge isn't enough, and the entire system is designed to trigger emotional reactions, what's the actual answer? Buffett developed a specific mental framework for this, and it's deceptively simple. This is the part most people skip over, but it's actually the whole game. When people ask Buffett what books to read to become a better investor, his answer surprises them. He doesn't recommend market predictions or technical analysis. He recommends understanding human nature. Buffett said he spent far more time studying behavior, incentives, and past mistakes than forecasting the future. He built mental checklists, ways to slow himself down when emotions rise. Before acting, he asks 3 questions. Is this fear talking? Is this greed? Or is this rational? That pause is everything, because once emotion enters the decision, the outcome is already compromised. But there's another framework Buffett uses that's even more misunderstood. He calls it the circle of competence, and it's probably saved him billions. Buffett never claimed to understand everything. He claimed to understand very little, deeply. He said you don't need to be an expert in hundreds of businesses. You need to clearly know what you understand, what you don't, and have the discipline to stay inside that boundary. Most people think Buffett's advantage is capital. They're wrong. Buffett's greatest advantage is time. Not because he's been investing longer than everyone else, but because he allows compounding to work uninterrupted. Most people sabotage compounding by interrupting it with emotion, switching strategies, chasing trends, panicking at volatility. Consistency requires emotional control. And that's why the psychological foundation matters more than the analytical one. Buffett doesn't measure success quarterly. He measures it in decades. He's repeatedly said his favorite holding period is forever. Not because he never makes mistakes, but because time forgives small errors when behavior is correct. Most people want results fast. Buffett wants results inevitable. And that mindset quietly compounds, while others burn out. If this changed how you think about money and decision-making, hit like. It tells the algorithm this is worth sharing. And subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this, where finance meets psychology and noise gets replaced with clarity. Drop a comment. What's the hardest part of investing for you? The analysis or the psychology? I'll reply to the top responses. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.